Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's Rina here and I come with another pick a card reading. Today's pick a card is what would a tarot reader say about you? How would a tarot reader describe you? What would they say about your personality or your energy or whatever would come through about you? So if you would go to a tarot reader and if someone would go to a tarot reader and they would ask about you, so this should be quite accurate description of you. But still, since this is a general reading, please take what resonates only. So let's see. You can choose from either a card, however you prefer, or I also channeled objects for each pile. And this one is Dragonfly Brooch. Group number 1. Group number 2 is this little thing. I don't even know what it is, to be fair. Group number 3 is Carnelian Crystal. Group number 4 is this little toy. I think it's called Pet Shop, I'm not too sure, but they were very popular when I was a kid. So you can take your time and meditate and see timestamps. Hi group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you've picked this dragonfly and let's dive in. What would a tarot reader say about you? How would a tarot reader describe you, your energy, anything that you need to hear? What would a tarot reader say about you, group number 1? Okay, so your first card is the riddle. And I'm gonna channel a little bit and then we're gonna see what it says in the book. But right away I would say that this person is not everyone's cup of tea. This person is not for everybody because this person is special. I would say that this person is a mystery even to themselves. I would say that this person is on a search. This person is a seeker. I would say this person is always looking for their own truth, their own expression. They have something, they're always like on the adventure. They're the main character, they're the hero, and they're always on the quest and they're always searching for their own truth. They're always searching for brand new things to experience, to do, and to become. They're always I would say their life's purpose is shifting. Throughout their life they have different avenues and different things they focus on. Maybe I would say one part of their life they're like a family person. Another part of their life they're something completely different. They're more into humanitarian work and they spend 20 years of their life traveling. Another part of their life they're already in a different place and they have a different identity sort of thing. It doesn't have to be very literal, but those are the examples that I'm getting, that you're kind of person that has a lot of different faces, different things that you're into, different I would say that you're a multi-dimensional person who has, like, your soul has experienced many different ways of being, I would say. Okay, I want to see what it says in the book, just if there is something that pops out. Okay, let's see. The riddle. When the riddle is present, one must stop searching for the right answer. The puzzle, the question, the mystery. It cannot be found, and ultimately it is not important. Rather, there must be a shift from the literal to the metaphorical, from logic to mythic. You are thinking too small and literally about the situation. The riddle card appears when the energy is deep and mysterious, like the elusive wisdom in a Zen koan. Focusing harder won't do it. Neither will increased effort. Time, surrender, and humor are your only allies. What feels like the most pressing dilemma won't reveal its deeper wisdom for a long time. Eventually, you'll learn a profound lesson from the riddle. For now, get comfortable with the limitations of your intellect and the reality of not knowing. It may in fact be the only reality there is. Oh my God. I would say that you're kind of person who is very deep, is very mysterious, you're a kind of person that sees beyond the surface. You're a kind of person that has all that hidden knowledge, all that, like, you know things. You just know things about this world, about everything. You kind of know a lot of things. I would say you're also kind of person that I'm hearing, the more I know, the less I actually know. You're a kind of person who knows so much that it's easy for you to question things, and you kind of need to unlearn things because of how much you already know, because it's like I'm getting very limitless energy from you, like very endless kind of like I would say this person wouldn't be able to stay in the box for too long. Only if this person has decided that I want to be here right now in this box, and like I'm learning something in this box, only that can make this person stay in the box. Otherwise, don't try to chain this person. Don't try to, because this person is a wild horse. This person is they're not stopping to move. They need to move in life. They need all sorts of movement in life. They need progress. They need to learn. That's their urge. Their urge is to expand themselves, and they're not the type of person to stay in the same place for too long. That's what I would say. And I'm not saying that you're not a family person. Maybe you are, but your family, your idea of family is more dynamic than usual. You're not the type of person to stay a long time in, I don't know, in a routine. You're not that kind of person. You need expansion. You need, like, I'm feeling Sagittarius energy, where you need to learn and travel and experience and feel new things. And search for the truth, search for your own wisdom. You're kind of this dragonfly that exists between worlds. You you follow your spirit in what you do. And when your spirit says that, okay, it's enough, I'm getting, it's like we've learned everything that we could in this country, for example, while living in this city. Now I want to travel to a different country and experience new things, experience new mentality, new, like learn about new culture, learn new language, find a different part of me, find myself in different kinds of people and in different endeavors, in different status. I would say that you're not the type of person to stick to one career path. Or maybe you are, but this career has to be very inspiring to you. This career has to stimulate you. This career has to be very interesting and very multi, something about it. Like you're not the type of person to just sit in the office and like write papers all day and that's it. That's not for you. You need to be doing different things. You need to be like juggling maybe different things. I would say that this person can be anybody when it comes to their career. They can learn anything. They can channel themselves into arts, into like artistic pursuits. They can channel themselves in more logical careers, more like, I would say this person can be in any sort of career, like in politics, in environment, in humanitarian being. I would say you would be a great, like not a boss, but a leader, because you always know what has to be done, but you're kind of like a free thinker, free spirited leader, that something like a bird, like, you know, if you want to follow me, you better fly at a similar kind of speed. I would say, yeah, there is this, even in the book it says, practice the Buddhist, I don't know, mind. Like you kind of, you know everything, but you don't know anything at the same time. You're that kind of person. And that's why you can be the riddle to others who don't get you, quote unquote, who didn't even try to understand you, who didn't even like try to get to know your values. I feel like you are a very interesting person to have conversations with, because your mind is your mind is very active. You have a lot to say about many different things. You're a very great person to talk to. You're very multiversed. You have a lot of experience. Very intellectual. I would say that it's a pleasure to talk to you. Like, and if people are very interested in the subject, then you can talk. If you like click with people, you can talk with them for hours about many different subjects. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. And even like in this reading, I feel like my throat chakra is quite quite active. So yeah, that's definitely you. And yeah, when I said you were a spiritual being, I'm really getting it from this card. I'm getting that you're kind of person that flows around in the world. You can be this fish, you can be this fish. You're kind of a shapeshifter. You're kind of a just a person who is not staying in the same form. You want to experience different things. You have this urge to learn, to find, to seek, to experience. I would say, like, I see you as a person who is meditating. I would say that this person is very connected to their spirit, and they are very connected with the world around them. I would say it's very important for this person to feel centered, in themselves. If they're scattered, they don't feel good. I would say that while I'm getting this like multi-dimensional flowy energy from you, I would say that this person is also quite fixed in their beliefs. This person is quite stoic as well, something about that. Like, this person knows how important it is to meditate, and they're gonna freaking do it, and no one's gonna stop them. I would say that you have like very strong, precise aim as well, but you're also very open at the same time. And I feel like I would say that you're a kind of person that manifests effortlessly. Like, you are flowing with the universe. You know how to manifest. I feel like you are naturally a very powerful manifester. I would say that this person, while they may like read guides and find techniques on how to manifest, because it's really interesting to them, they are very naturally very inclined and powerful manifestors. They can manifest things from thin air. If they need money, they're gonna find the ways to get money. If they need that, they're gonna find the ways to make that happen. They know, like, they're patient. They're like, I'm getting I'm getting an energy of a spider, that you're like, when you need to make a web, when you need to wait, when you need to, like, very, very calculated kind of person, I would say. And I feel like you know your destiny. I would say that you're a very aware and conscious soul about your own path, even though it's like you're a very ancient soul, I would say. You know exactly what you're meant to do in this life, but at the same time you don't know anything. It's like, the less I know, the more I know, the less I actually know. The more I see, the less I actually know, sort of energy. Definitely not a mundane kind of person. Like, you know your destiny, you know your path, and you're very connected to your higher self as well. It says, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Like, you know that everything that you need to know shall be shown to you. You're very, like, you can, kind of a person who can walk into a tunnel in the dark, who can walk in the dark, and they are gonna walk fearlessly because they know that their destiny is to walk out of this tunnel. Their destiny is to walk successfully through this tunnel, and they're gonna walk through it successfully. They're gonna walk through it fearlessly. They're not gonna question things. Like, I'm also getting Scorpio energy, where you can dive really deep, and you, like, it's not like you love doing shadow work, but you, like, this shadow work that you're doing, it's very comes very natural to you, because your soul is very ancient, is wise, is old. It's natural for you to do deep dives into your own subconscious, into like doing shadow work for the collective as well, healing generational karma. I feel like you really can dive, you see what has to be done, and you go there and you do what has to be done as a soul. So that's why you may be a riddle to some people who are not, like, they're just not ready to do this kind of work, but you're ready, you're at that level. And that's why people can perceive you as just like they don't really understand you. Okay, so you have Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. I would also say that you're a kind of person who knows how to have money, how to be wealthy. I would say that you're a kind of person who has wealthy mindset, who knows how to invest, who knows. I was getting that patient weaver, like spider energy, where you can just sit on your throne and be like, I am abundant, and that's it. When you know exactly how to use your feminine energy to manifest as well. I would say that as a reader, I would say about you that you're like a witch, no matter if you practice witchcraft or not, but you're very tuned into your feminine and into the subtle realms. And yeah, I would say that don't cross paths. I mean, don't cross over this person. Don't fuck around with this person, because they're probably not gonna do it, but they're capable of cursing you. This person is like very strong, super spiritual powerhouse, and with that they create magic and abundance in the 3D, and you better not joke around. I mean, like they're probably not that kind of person, but they have the power to like curse people if they need to. Just be aware of that you better not. And this person also sees. This person is, when they will see your clear intentions, they're gonna see through you. So you better not go to this person with shady intentions, I would say, because they would see through it. And they're not gonna tolerate that. I would say with this energy, I would say that this person knows when they see their soulmate, when they see their people. I would say that this person, for example, if someone has a crush on you and they ask about you, and they ask a tarot reader about you, I feel like tarot reader would say that this person knows exactly who is their people. This person, and I see 333 right now, this person knows exactly who is their people and who is not. This person sees through people. This person feels energies. This person is very intellectual, and they just see and know who is their tribe and who is not, who is to be dealt with, who can be trusted, who is a great person and who is not. So I would say if you haven't, like, if this person hasn't yet made a move, or they haven't ever like looked at you, I would say don't even try, because they would already have made it clear that they are into you. because this person is knows, they know what they want. Again, there is something fixed about you. They know what they want, they know who is destined, who is not destined for them, because this person spends a lot of time in different realms, and they sort of, their eyes are not 3D anymore. I mean, their eyes are both 3D and both like 10D, and they see through people's souls, and they know who is who, and they know who is their person, who is their tribe, who they have a connection with, and they see who will not be able to just get who they are, because there's a lot to them. I would say again that you're a very confident kind of person, that you're very, you know what is yours and what is not, and it's like very simple knowing. It's like I'm getting also Taurus energy, and with this Empress, and yeah, like I'm getting this Taurus energy as well. When Taurus is like, if Taurus has made up their mind, they're not gonna budge, you know. If they know something, they know something, and that's like a rock solid knowledge, and that's it. I feel like you're a type of person who loves to put in like grounded steps, grounded approach into what you do. Even though you're so spiritual, you're like, I love vibing here on earth. I love working, I love seeing the results of my hard work, because I know that's how I manifest. I'm a master manifester, and I know that to manifest on earth, sometimes you gotta put the work in. And you're like, yeah, I love working, I love seeing my results blossom into something that is really dear to my heart. Like, I love this feeling of not like a workaholic, but like getting the tasks done well, if that makes sense. I would also say, I feel like that's the last thing, but I would also say that you have had some sleepless nights in this life. I would say that you have been through anxiety or heartbreak or something that really let you down. I would say that you're a kind of person who was broken at some point, who was misunderstood, who was lonely, who was like very depressed, very not depressed, but sad about something. I would say that you have been through difficult experiences, but those, you have found a lesson behind it, and you've learned these lessons A+. You have found your inner peace, and you have found your calling, and you have found your horse. I feel like maybe at some point in life you were like, what the hell is going on? Why am I so different, sort of thing? Or something that where you felt broken because people misunderstood you, and that really taught you to, like, as you learned and grew and evolved, you've learned that it's not because they're bad, you know. It's not like, you've learned the lesson behind this pain, basically, whatever it is for you, and you found your inner peace, you found your cup, and you're following and filling up that cup on a daily. Yeah, I would say that this person been through difficult experiences, but they evolved from them. They have transformed in a very beautiful, in the best version of them, I would say. So yeah, and I would say also, yeah, again, that you're a very pleasant person to be around. If I vibe with you, we're gonna really vibe together. We're gonna really click, and it's gonna be amazing time. So yeah, that's what I would say about you. I hope this has made sense. Thank you for being here. It was lovely tapping into your energy, and you may like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do, and see you next time, and bye. Hi, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you've picked this or something else. So let's begin. I want to begin with you today. Let's see, what would a tarot reader say about you? How would they describe you? You can think of this reading, for example, someone that has a crush on you would go to a tarot reader and they would ask about you, and that's what they would hear. So let's see, I'm curious. Okay, you've got the sustainer archetype, and let's see, I want to see right away what the book says about it. So it says the sustainer, the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. Okay, I actually want to read it for you. So the sustainer. The sustainer works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. When light, abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. When dark, overworked, resentful, trapped, tired. Okay. So I would say that when I would begin channeling your energy, I would say that you're a very humble person. I would say that you're very ride or die kind of person. I would say that you're very precious. I would say that you are a doer. I would say that you are a person who is not shying away from making things happen. I would say that you're a person who is a nourisher, who takes care of everyone around, and who doesn't wait for any validation. They just do it from their heart. I would say that you have a big heart. I would say that you come from a place of love and you do a lot for others, but sometimes people don't notice it. People start noticing how amazing you are, how valuable you are, how needed you are only when you are gone from their lives, something about that. When you are not in their presence anymore, they actually begin to realize how wonderful you were. and they would begin to remember you. In a good light, and saying, without, insert the name here, without them my life is so different. Like, they used to do a lot for me. They were such a nourishing, grounding presence for me. But now that they're gone, I really don't know what to do. Like, you're quite a wall for people to lean on, and you are a very conscious person. You are aware. You're like, you're aware of how much you're worth. I feel like you're aware of what you bring to the table, and you're aware of like, you're just very quiet, conscious person. You do things very with meaning. You do things from a place of, like, you put meaning in your everyday tasks. You know why are you doing certain things. Like, you water the flowers, you're doing it with a purpose. You know that those flowers are gonna bloom. You know that when you go out to buy groceries, you know that this is needed. This will sustain you and your family. When you make decisions, I feel like you're very considerate about environment. You're very considerate about the impact. You're considerate about everything that it said in the book. So very generous, very loving and giving. Like, I'm getting Virgo energy. You don't need to be, but I'm just getting this energy of someone who's loyal and giving, and you see when people need you, and you see what has to be done. You see the details. You know your tasks. You know your mission, sort of. Okay, let's see what else you got. Okay, from this deck you got sensuality and glamour. And this comes down to 6. Something about you is very, like, you bring harmony. You're a very valuable piece of puzzle. But again, something about, sometimes people overlook it, sometimes people take you for granted, sometimes people don't see how much you do, even if you do the most basic things, even if you just exist, even if you don't do much. Sometimes people, they just don't see it. But when you're gone, when you're out of their lives, when you're going to holiday, or when you're just out of people's lives, people remember you, and they're like, wow, this person used to water all the flowers, this person used to feed the dog, this person used to do so many tasks, but we didn't even see it. Something about you is elusive. Like, maybe you're not the type of person who is very much in people's faces. Maybe you're somehow in the background. Maybe it's your energy, the way you look. Maybe you prefer like darker colors when you dress, or when you're just not really like a person who is in the spotlight. You're not really a person that says a lot about what you do. You're not like every day in people's faces, hey, I did that. And what about you? You're not like that. You're more humble. You're more like behind the scenes. You make things happen behind the scenes. Yeah, then with this sensuality, I'm getting that you're very, again, you're coming from a very heartfelt space when you do things, because you're very connected, you're very, like, very much tapped in the flow of things. I would say that tarot reader would say about you that you're very intuitive and very, like, harmony. You, like, you want to feel good in life. You really want to be a part of the team, a part of the sauce, a part of the ocean. Something about you that it says your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I play. You want to feel good in life. I would say that this person wants to be free. I wouldn't say that you're materialistic. I would say that most important thing for this person is to be free and take care of the world around them. Being able to be there for others, but feeling free, it's not coming from a place that I need to do it. It's coming from your heart, from the feeling that I am free to do whatever I want, and I want to take care of myself and the world around me the way I can. Also, I would say that you have quite a imagination. You have quite a, like, you see, you're a type of person that is not tend to be depressed, not tend to be lost, because you see in front of you very clearly what has to be done, what can be done, where can you go. Like, you have a very open mind, I would say. You have very wide eyes. You're like, if this hasn't worked out, I'm gonna stay on the positive side, and I'm gonna go where I'm feeling called to go now. Like, you're not the type of person to dwell too much. And I'm not saying that you're like surface level person, that you don't go deep. You're just more optimistic. You tend to see glass half full than half empty. And even when you're wandering in the dark, you still can, like, this person is wandering in the dark, you still have this candle that is not burning off no matter what. And you can, with that, you can retain your sensual side. You don't get, I would say this person has done a great job not to lose their inner child. I would say that you're very tapped into your inner child energy. I would say that the world hasn't made you a rough robot adult. As I would say, the world hasn't made you a zombie. I would say that you're very conscious, aware, and very deep and sensual person. I would say that this person is very connected with their feminine side. They know how to be feminine. If you're a woman watching this, I would say this is a very strong woman who has a lot of feminine energy. I feel like I would say that the universe often tests you. The universe often, like maybe you have dreams, some sort of dreams, aspirations, or how much you like something about your freedom. I feel like the universe often tests you how much you're committed to yourself, how much you value yourself. Maybe you get those self-worth lessons often, where you may situations where you may need to speak up for yourself, or where you may need to assert yourself, or where you may need to initiate something on your own. I would say that maybe sometimes you can struggle with being assertive or with being in your masculine energy. And sometimes universe tests you, how much you really want something to happen, how much you're willing to work for it, how much you're willing to, how much you're loving yourself. But it's like universe is trying to push you further, trying to help you reach the greatest heights by giving you challenges, by giving you certain lessons that you're overcoming and you're becoming stronger. Yeah, there's definitely this energy of you being a family kind of person, that you want to see people around you happy and you want to be happy. You want this equal give and take. You want to be a part of this team, a part of the family, a part of the tribe, a part of community, and you're going to have this grounded relationships. I would say that you have this energy and you have this spark, you have this will to create a beautiful world around you. But sometimes you may be prone to sometimes universe gives you some sort of push, that extra push that you need. And since you're very tapped in, I would say that you always feel when you need to do certain things. You always feel that when you need to be like, when you need to insert a lot of energy into one thing, when you need to channel your energy into one thing, you always know when to do that. It's funny how this card says, I dance, I love, I play, and this is like a dancing lady here. So I would describe you as a dancing lady, as a person who just wants to live a good life, a person who wants love, who has a lot of love to offer, and who expects people to give them back this love. But it really, I would say this person is very genuine, this person is very pure, so don't bullshit this person. I would say also give this person space, because this person values their freedom, this person values their own flow. They have their own flow, sort of. Give them space so that they can bloom into something that they are really meant to be. And have fun with this person, because this person is grounded, this person treasures, this person is not flaky, this person is not one step in, one step out of your life. This person, if they are in your life, if they're in your life, they're gonna stay in your life. If they say that they love you, they really mean it. It's not just a word, just a sounds, just random sounds for them. I feel like you're the kind of person that learned the hard way about boundaries, about, like, with experience. I feel like right now you're very discerning. Right now you're very discerning about who you pour your energy to. You're like, I see clearly where I need to be and who are my people and who is not. I see it very clearly now. When before you may have had struggles with that, and universe was really like giving you lessons about it. And I'm getting that you have experienced some roadblocks on your path. You have experienced some things that just didn't go your way, but that was universe, that was like a higher force that was saying that this is not for you. You're meant to be working on something else, and you're meant to like, you're like, but I want to go somewhere, and the universe is like, no, this is not for you. And there may have been disappointments regarding that, but from those lessons you've learned, you've evolved, there was something behind it. Like, your path has revealed itself through those lessons. It wasn't what you wanted it to be, but those lessons that you learned are very valuable, and now you're ready to work on, like, now I feel like now you're very equipped to work on your life purpose, to really get into that, to really like implement this sustainer archetype, this peacemaker. I feel like you're what is it, like a peaceful warrior type of person. You're now you see what is not serving you and what you don't like. Now you see clearly, and you have the means to, like, the experience and the will to actually make change in this world, and actually bring change to your own world and to the world at large as well. Yeah, and this card, it says allow the trees aura to blend with your own. I feel like, again, you're very kind to nature. You're very, very aware and conscious person, very sensual person who's not stuck in the matrix. You live from your feelings, you live from your heart, and you're like, I want to give, I want to, like, I see this tree, I recognize that this is a living being. This is not just a simple tree. This is a living and breathing organism that I can connect with. I feel its energy, it's alive. And this tree helps me to breathe. Like, this tree grounds me. There is like energy exchange here. You're very aware. I would say you're very spiritual. You're very aware of energies, and you're not like, you're not a robot. You're not like a 9-to-5 robot person. You're a very aware, conscious, a living and breathing soul, that wants to experience, that wants to expand, that wants to love. So yeah, that's what I would say if someone would ask me about you. I hope this is accurate. I hope this has hit home in a way. I really like doing like readings about people's portraits, so tapping into different psychologies, different energetic appearances of different people. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading as well, and thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely day and bye. Hi, group number 3. So you've picked this carnelian stone. And even before I dive into your cards, I'm just gonna tell you that when I was shuffling your cards, you were the fastest. Like, cards were really quick out of each deck. They were just flying out really fast. And I was picking up very energizing energy, also something that is electrifying, like your energy is vital, your energy makes people feel energized and alive. So I was picking up this sort of Aries energy with this, but you don't have to be, but in general, yeah, your energy is very passionate and energizing, and I was getting sort of like life of the party kind of person. Even if you are not really a party person, I feel like you're very fun and quirky and very joyful kind of person. Okay, so let's see what archetype you have. And you have the Lover. I love it. I love it. And you can see a lot of orange here and red here, which makes me also think about like energy, you know, energizing kind of person who is like a sun in the room. That's what I'm getting when I tap into your energy. This is lovely. I feel like you're a lovely person. You're like you're very precious. You're very much a joy to be around. And what would a tarot reader say about you? That this person is sunshine in the room. This person is very attractive. They're usually the center of attention. Whether they want it or not, this person is a center of attention. This person makes people turn gazes upon them. This person makes people stop and stare. You have this sort of energy of a person who is upfront. No matter what you do, no matter if you think about like that about yourself or not. Let's see. I want to see in the book what does it say about this card, just in case if there is something that pops out. Yeah, it says the heart, the beloved, the devoted. So yeah, like you're beloved, you're like person who many people admire, and many people, like tarot reader would say about you, that this is the person that many people are in love with. This is the person that many people, this is like, you have like, I'm not gonna lie, you have like a socialite kind of vibe. You have like social butterfly kind of vibe I'm getting from you. I'm just gonna read this. I felt called to read it for every pile, so I'm guessing that there must be a message for you there as well. Pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. I feel like you're a very kind of in the moment kind of person. I feel like you live from your senses, you live you want to experience life, you want to feel many different things, you wanna, like, it's very sensual energy that I'm getting, but also very energizing. I'm getting very much extrovert energy, so I don't know if it resonates with you or not, but like I'm getting very extroverted kind of person who wants to, like, they step into the room and they want to energize everybody. Like, I'm seeing a person who steps into the room and they're like, hey, why is it so lame here? Like, turn on the music. Like, I'm getting also a person who can talk to anybody. I feel like you can talk to anybody, you can find yourself in many different people, you can resonate with many different people, even if they're like complete opposite of you. You're very compassionate, and I feel like you're also quite multifaceted, so you have many different things that you can resonate with, and therefore you can resonate with different people as well. For example, if you're very much extroverted, you can even be friends with the most introvert, because also you're very, like, I feel like you're a very tactful person, and you know when to push hard, you know when to not to push. You're like very in tune kind of person, even though, like, first glance, I feel like you may seem as someone who is like not very aware of their surroundings kind of person, but in all actuality you're very aware. You're just like a sun. You're just a sun that shines in the room. Yeah, I feel like I would say about you that you have unique taste. I would say that you have something about you that you have your own unique twist, sort of. Either you have your own fashion sense, music taste, like specific things that you're very attracted to. I would say that this person has some sort of, like, I would say that they have a vision. I would say that visuals are important to this person. I would say that this person is a visionary. I would say that maybe in their room there is like a lot of posters, or at least something on the wall that makes them feel a certain way. Either art, either a photo, either a sticker, or they have like a very strong and clean idea of how things should look like. I would say I'm getting Empress energy from you, where visuals are important to you. You want to make your soul urge is to make this world more beautiful, and it's like on the inside and from within. So you want to make this world a better place, essentially. I would say that this person is here to make this world beautiful, and indulge in things. I would say that yeah, in the book it says that when dark indulgence, attachment, obsession, I would say that this person may have had or has a tendency to overindulge in things, or overindulge in food, or like lose themselves in people. I feel like even though you may be very, like you may have a tendency to lose yourself a little bit in people. Like you found friends, and maybe they're not the most compatible people for you, but you're still kind of, you lose yourselves. You're so inspired by them that you lose yourself in them. You kind of forget that you are your own individual, and maybe sometimes you like blend in, but it's actually that you're the center of attention. You're the one who, like, I feel like it's important for you to go back to yourself, to go back to yourself and find yourself again, that sort of thing, because you're very, you can get lost in the sauce a little bit, I feel like. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, it says, your next card says, dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for days reborn. Okay, I'm getting that. Like, I'm getting this very sweet energy when you're just tired from so many things that have happened throughout the day, and you just wanna dream. I feel like you may be a person who sleeps very well because you've been like super active during the day, and your body really needs sleep in order to reset and refresh your mental system, your nervous system. I love it. So you've got, from this deck, you got this special card. It says, you're a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Yeah, through this deck, may you find the path to your best self. I feel like you're on a journey to finding your best self. And just because I saw the next card, your next card is Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're on a journey to finding your best self. You're on a journey to... you're working hard. You're working hard on your project. Again, I was saying that you're a visionary. I feel like you are some sort of artist, or you have some sort of job that is your calling, that really fulfills you. I'm really getting that artist energy where you just get in that flow state and you channel your gifts into some avenue. I would say, what would a tarot reader say about you? I would say that this person is artistic, no matter if they do it or not professionally. This person is an artist. This person wants to make things beautiful. This person is on a journey to finding their own style, their own ways of expression. They're always constantly changing and emerging. They're always looking at what inspires them. They're always on the go, checking magazines or checking different Instagram pages to find, like I'm getting Pinterest, to find their inspiration, to find their visual aesthetic. This person is constantly ever flowing, ever changing. This person is creative. They want to create something for themselves and for the world around. They want to make it beautiful. They want to make it nice, so that what they do, no matter what this person does, they want to see a reflection of them in what they do. This person wants to be proud of what they do. They want to see that what I do, it's actually valuable. It actually matters. They need that validation, and most importantly, they need that internal validation. Like, they would be happy to hear praise, they would be very happy to hear good words, but for most importantly, they have that inner critic that never sleeps, that always wants to improve. They're like perfectionists. They always need to evolve, they always need to improve, they always need to find a path to their best self. And if you're like, for example, if someone had a crush on you and they would ask a tarot reader about you, I would say that don't put this person in a box. Allow them to express themselves, allow them to take care of you. Give this person space to express themselves, and also talk to this person, because this person has a story to tell, and this person I would say this person is freaking gorgeous. they're like, this is a gift. This is, you have to, I would say that if you want to be with this person, you preferably need to resonate with what they do, because what they do is literally them. It's an extension of them. Whatever they are doing in life, if you don't like what they're doing, you're not gonna like this person, because this person puts all of their soul into what they're doing. This is not just a money grabbing whatever, someone who does things half-assed. This person, if they commit to something, they're gonna go all the way. If they say that I'm gonna take care of you, I promise, like if they make promises with friends, they're gonna completely pull through, they're not gonna disappear somewhere halfway. Only if something really emergency happens, and they would give their all to let a person know that they can't make it, or they can't this is a very reliable person. This is a person who doesn't give half-assed promises. Okay, and I would say that with this card, I would say that this person is very goal-oriented. So if someone would ask me, how can I win this person's heart, win your heart, I would say you have to be on the same level as them. You have to be an inspiring individual, because this person is an inspiring individual. They know their path, and they're working for it. They're not like lazy ass. This person is a hard worker. This person puts energy in what they want to achieve, what they want to see flourish. And they're very close to achieving their goal. They have done a massive amount of work in order for their goals to manifest. I would say that if you want to win this person's heart, you have to be inspiring kind of person. You have to have something in life that really makes you tick, that really makes you wanna go for it. Because if you don't have that kind of passion, well, I don't know, I think that you and this person wouldn't be very compatible, because this person would be talking about their passions a lot. They would be talking about their career, about what they do. It's very important for them. So if you don't have something like that in your life, because they would be asking you, and what about you? What are you interested in? What do you bring to this world? And you would be like, I don't know, I actually sit on the couch for 12 hours and then I go to sleep. I don't think that you would find a common ground, because this person is inspiring, this person is a hard worker. They are grounded, they have a grounded approach, they know what they need to be doing, and they go for it. They follow their heart with what they do, but also they have like common sense of what has to be done. And I'm getting like Virgo energy, and they have a plan. This person has a plan, and they are goal oriented and very heartfelt kind of person. They need to be connected with what they do, because otherwise they would fall into depression. They would lose that vital force that moves them through life. Yeah, I was getting this energy of like life of the party. I feel like you're a person who, I'm getting like a very like you like to go out and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to be like that. I'm just getting that you're a person who energizes, person who you're like, you arrive in the room and everyone knows it's you. No one is like, who is this? You know, no one is like, you're not left unnoticed. You're always noticed because of your energy. That's what I'm trying to say. And I would say that also this person is a great friend. I would say that don't try to let this person down. Don't try to I don't know, like this person is a great friend, and if you don't treat them as a great friend, you're gonna be in their like, you're gonna disappear from their life. You're gonna be ghosted. You're not gonna be in their list anymore, because they value connections, they value people, they value their circle. If you get in that circle and if you bullshit them, then you're gonna disappear from it forever, probably. Yeah, so okay, let's see if there is anything else. And yeah, I would say that also this person, like you are the leader of your life. You are someone who, you have a plan, you have a vision, and don't get me wrong, like you can be a team player as well, but you have something of your own that really drives you, like really your own passion, your own initiative that really drives you to go after things, because you're very inspired. You're inspired kind of leader, inspired creator, I would say this person is. And you're also a great communicator. Again, I was getting this life of the party, extrovert. You can find common ground with any type, because you're very charismatic and you're very pleasant to be around. You know how to speak. I would say that you're a little bit of a smooth talker as well. It's not like you're people pleasing, but you somehow you just feel people very naturally, and you know how to speak with every person. You have this sort of not I wouldn't say that these are masks. I would say that this is just a very strong intuitive adaptability, that you can adapt your own energy a little bit like a chameleon in different situations. But it doesn't mean that you are two-faced. And yeah, and also with this, I would say again that you're treasuring family bonds, and you want to create 10 of Cups. Like, this is your goal in life. I would say that this person's goal is to be happy, is to make their treasured loved ones happy. This is a lover. They want a relationship of their dreams, no matter what it looks like, no matter what are your like values and idea of perfect relationship. Either it's like typical family or something different, but you want this tribe and soul bonds and home around you, and you want to create this environment for yourself. And love and be loved, and see and be seen, and inspire and be inspired. Explore, just explore as well. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that this is accurate. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. You may like, share, subscribe if you want to. I hope this is helpful somehow. Thanks a lot and have a lovely day, and bye. Hi, group number 4, welcome to your reading. So I'm doing you last. Finally, I'm doing your group. And so you've chose this little toy. So let's see what would a tarot reader say about you? How would they describe you, your character? Let's see. I was feeling called to read those archetypes for every group, and for you I feel the same. And you have two. Let's see. I'm gonna start with the stone. Let's see. So the stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness. Guilt and peace when this card appears. Quiet and peace, I'm so sorry. And connect us to stillness, quiet and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. When light, steadfast, loyal, committed, present. Okay, right away I'm just gonna say what I'm getting with the stone. I'm getting that you're kind of person that is very deep. but you're a little bit elusive. Even the color scheme here is like, it's like it blends, it kind of blends in the background. It's not like a previous group that I did, like in your face kind of lover, you know. This is more in the background, and this is more, your energy is more of, like, I'm getting again this white color, like sort of colorless, but white is actually, it's not a color, it's not even a color. Like, you're not even a human. I'm getting that white is like, white can contain, I think, I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I think that white and black, they contain all colors actually. And something about that, like, you can be easily unnoticed, but at the same time you're very deep, you're very, it's like you're not a usual kind of person. Definitely you're very, like, I cannot put my finger, I don't know where I cannot put my finger on how to start describing you, because there is so much to you. I would say that if someone would ask me about you, I would say that this is a person that you will have to be able to, if you want to get to know this person, you will need a lot of time, because this person is endless. This person is, there is so much to this person, and they have, I would say this person has a weight from the stone. I'm getting that this person has a deep spiritual presence. This person has a voice. And doesn't matter if you express it or not, you have a voice. You have seen things. Sort of. Let's see what the judge says. The critic, the diplomat, the advocate. The judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order, the world needs it. When light, discernment, advocacy, right, action, compassion. The judge's energy is contagious. When we feel judged, walls go up all around. Similarly, when we feel accepted, the entire world softens. Okay. What I'm getting from this is that you can be judgmental. You can be like, I'm getting a person who is kind of a little bit aloof, a little bit like a wolf, a lone wolf kind of energy. I'm getting that you can be a person who you're in the background, you're like a stone that sees everything. You're like, you see everything, everyone around, and you have a very clear eye. You have like, you see everything around you, everyone around you, and you can tend to be judgmental about others. You can tend to put others in a box a little bit. for example, you may have a very strong first impressions of people, or very strong a very strong tendency to divide people into categories, like this person is like this person is like that, and you can see, because you can see them very well, that's why you sort of divide these people. But I feel like the more you evolve, the more you see the world, you understand that it's not just black and white, and you you realize that black and white actually contains so much color. I feel like as you evolve, your perception of people changes very drastically. As you evolve, you see different perspectives, and you also perceive people differently. Something about that, something about like going from very black and white perspective, very like this is this is this, very rigid opinions, going from that to the gray area, and to seeing actually like yin and yang in every person, seeing their dark and light and shadow, and being appreciative of light, being appreciative of and being aware of the shadow in every person, in every thing, in every endeavor, in everything that exists. You can see, I feel like right now especially, you're much more evolved than you have been in younger years. I feel like you're much more open-minded right now. I feel like right now you have those positive sides of this judge. Yeah, I feel like right now you developed also a lot of compassion for people and for yourself as well. So right now you're not harsh, you're not putting people in boxes anymore, and you're much more compassionate. So let's see what else is coming through. But I would say that this person is really wise. I would say that this person, they're a little bit like wise one in the background kind of vibe. Okay, I'm gonna put all of these cards here. Again, you have the most cards. Okay, and also I would say that this person is actually very, even though they may seem aloof, they're just very selective with people. They have their own friends, they have their own, they're not, I feel like you're not the kind of person to be friends with anybody, because you realize that some things are compatible, some people are compatible, some people are not. I feel like you just want your life to be harmonious and peaceful. And I'm getting a little bit of that introvert energy where they just they just don't wanna like extrovert is trying to be like, you gotta go out, you gotta do something, you gotta socialize, and like this introvert is like, no, I just want my peace, I just want my harmony. I feel a little bit of that energy from you, where you just want to do your thing, you just want to stir your own pot without anybody's drama. You wanna nourish your friendships. You want to not to get involved like with people who are very chaotic. and you can see those people from a mile away. You have a very good eye for people, who is who brings what to the table, and right now you have a lot of compassion as well, and you can be compassionate towards anybody. Yeah, but your inner peace is, I would say, for this person, inner peace is very important. If you're a kind of person that will ruin their inner peace, they're not gonna entertain this connection. They're just gonna walk away. They're not interested in any drama. They don't want that. They just want to live their own life, how they want to live it, and that's what matters to them. They're not taking in anything that is not in harmony and in resonance with who they are. And if they have friends, if this person has friends, they are loyal. They're really loyal and committed. They tend, they nourish their friendships. This person is there for people. Okay, and you've got Nine of Swords and King of Pentacles. I would say that this person has been through some disappointments in life. I would say that this person has been very disappointed in people and has been through a lot of pain because they didn't get what they wanted from relationships that they were in, and maybe someone didn't reciprocate them, someone didn't cherish them the way they were cherishing the other. I would say that this person wants to be in equal give and take. They don't want any BS. They don't want any turmoil, and because they've been through some lessons in life, I would say that this person has learned to judge now and discern quite well who to invest in and who is not worth their energy. Okay, with this King of Pentacles, I would say that this person is, again, there was something like you're tending to your own pot. This person is working on their own projects. This person is building their own financial independence, I would say. This person is, like, I'm getting Taurus energy. This person is grounded. This person is not someone who would jump from the skyscraper without really being prepared for it. If they this person is not gonna jump with parachute without being mentally prepared for it. I would say that this person is quite one step at a time kind of person. They're grounded. They don't want any chaos. They just want to live harmonious life. And this person is working on, this person is, money is important, resources is important for this person. This person wants to feel secure in life and relationship. This person in relationships, this person wants to be protected and protect. This person, they want to live a nice, not luxurious, maybe luxurious, but comfortable life. This is not a type of person to go and live off the grid with no electricity. I would say that this person wants to live in a comfortable place. Okay. And I would say that this person has developed their intuition. They have surrendered to the divine, because I feel like also this Nine of Swords in the past may have been a result of you not following your higher self. Maybe your intuition somewhere deep inside was telling you something, but you didn't listen. You were more in your ego, and this Nine of Swords was like a lesson that you need to follow your gut. You need to surrender to the divine and allow the universe to guide you to the perfect path and guide you to the perfect people that are meant to be in your life. It's like, I feel like through time you've learned to follow your intuition when it comes to where you should go, who you should invest in, what endeavors are to be invested in and what is not to be invested in, who is a friend, who is not. I feel like you've learned this in this life, to surrender. You've learned to listen to that stone archetype, that deep intuitive knowing that shows you what to do, essentially. And I would say with this image, I would say that you are a very comforting kind of person. I would say that if you're friends with this person, they're gonna nourish you. They're gonna make you a cup of tea. They're gonna, they're gonna talk with you. They're gonna give you, allow you to stay the night if you need to. Like they're gonna be a very reliable person, like a shoulder to lean on if you really need them, if they see that you need them. Unless you begin to to cross the line with their boundaries, like unless you begin to over depend on them, they're gonna be really there for you. They're gonna be really a shoulder to rely on, I would say. And if they look for a partner, for a romantic partner, I would say that they need a person who they feel the most comforting and peaceful with and grounding, and a person who they relate to. Yeah, it says love and care. This is very important to this person, to love and to care, to provide. I would say that even though there is a King of Pentacles, I would say you have feminine energy about you. And once I said that, I have this card in my hands. No matter what your gender is, there is this girl. I would say that you have a feminine energy about you, where you just want to, this grounding feminine energy, where you just want to make this world abundant and golden and shining, and you want to feel good in your body, you want to look good, you want to smell good, you want to create like a paradise on the earthly realms. I feel like that's very important for you. Man, there's so many pentacles here. I'm getting a lot of very grounding energy from you. From this card, I would say that it's very important for you to, like, this person knows what they should do. I would say that if they would ask me about you, I would say that this person is a seer. They know, they're intellectual, they know exactly what to do, how to tend to their own craft. Like, I feel like you're kind of person who would write a book. You would know exactly what you want to say, and you would go for it. You're a kind of person who is slow and steady, but you with your slow and steady energy, you actually win the race. You actually like a winner. Working on your craft is very important. And last one, I would say that again, the sense of security is very important for you. If you don't feel secure, if you feel left out in the cold, that's really like the edge for you. That's really like out of your comfort zone. You don't want to be that. You don't want to feel that. You don't want to feel any kind of lack in life. You want to live your life full, have your cup always full. That's your goal, I would say. I would say that for this, I'm getting interesting energy. From this 8 of Wands, I'm getting that. I would say that this person needs self-realization, and this person actualization, and this person needs to be validated in life. They want to see their own efforts manifested into 3D. They want to see tangible results in front of them. They want to know that everything that they do has a meaning in life. That's what I would say about you. Yeah, and this person has learned to follow their intuition, or they're still learning to completely trust their intuitive knowledge, because life always shows them that their intuition is always correct. So there is no need to question it. There is no need to dwell on something that you intuitively already know. So yeah, I hope this is helpful somehow. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. I love tapping into different people's energies. Thank you so much for being here. You may like, share, subscribe, comment, help me boost this channel. And see you next time, and bye.